Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. The Curse of Oak Island, why isn't it on tonight and when will it be back? Fans tuning in tonight for their weekly fix of Season 8 of The Curse of Oak Island will be in for a big disappointment as it's sadly not airing this week. We are now 12 episodes into the season, and after a somewhat slow start, it was beginning to feel like the guys were finally going to get a breakthrough. But alas, we're going to have to wait yet another week for the next episode. The guys have already been massively hampered this year by the COVID pandemic. Because of the virus, they were delayed in reaching the island, which had slowed everything down. It's also prevented them from doing any major excavations this season. Don't worry, the break in episodes has nothing to do with the pandemic. It is nothing more exciting than a mid-season break. The Oak Island equivalent of a midterm/semester break. As the guys gradually increased the number of episodes per season, they started introducing a short mid-season break. The first season only had a paltry 5 episodes, but after Season 5 reached 19 episodes, they started adding a break. We expect Season 8 to be approximately 23 episodes long, the same as the last 2 seasons, so that means the guys are now due a week off. If you don't think you can cope without your Oak Island fix, then don't panic, as history have you covered. In the usual 9/8C time slot, they'll be airing a brand new episode of The Curse of Oak Island, Drilling Down with Maddie Blake. Maddie will be sitting down with David Blankenship to discuss his and his father Stan Blankenship's adventures on the island and also what caused him to eventually step back from the mystery. And before that, there's an old episode of Drilling Down that documents Gary Drayton's top 10 finds on the island. Thankfully, the team is only taking a short mid-season break. The 13th episode named The Fellowship of the Ringbolt will be on the air at the usual 9/8C time slot on Tuesday, February 9th. This season we've seen the guys unearth a mysterious stone pathway in the swamp. They're still investigating where it leads to, but they've theorized that it may have been used to transport treasure from ships to the money pit. In the last couple of weeks, the search for the money pit has been somewhat invigorated by the arrival of Craig Tester on the island. He arrived back armed with a chart featuring new locations for the guys to dig, and they've now started bringing up some really old wood. The most intriguing artifact unearthed this season was just last week when Alex Lagina found an old leather shoe that had been buried at 200 feet. It was dated from 1492 to 1662. How on earth did it get to be 200 feet underground? So despite the pandemic restrictions and the slow start, the guys are making good progress overall. They're investigating new areas of the island, and fingers crossed, they will soon be unearthing some ancient treasures.